Well, happy Wednesday, everybody. Yeah. So, I just want to say a big thank you to all my well wishers who have wished me well after my accident at work. It was it an accident? I don't know. Well, it definitely wasn't deliberate, I tell you now. When my foot came to rest on a heater and caused a burn on my big toe. Anyway, I've been and seen the nurse. She replaced the dressing yesterday, and she said, take more time off. But fortunately me, I did actually. Last Friday. I took another 4 weeks off work just to get healed. So you're going to have to put up with me at home for another 4 weeks. Yeah, isn't that exciting? And of course, if this little vlog runs over the 8 minutes, I won't put in the midterm adverts for you. Just so you don't get fed up with it. I would definitely get fed up with all the adverts, to be honest. Anyway, so a big thank you to all my well wishers. It's surprising, really, how many people have actually wished me well, and it does touch you, really, you know. Yeah, and I won't call the police. Anyway, so what else has been happening? Yes, I also had a scan on my back. I went to an MRI scan. They dragged me all the way into the middle of Hull for this scan, and ended up going into a mobile unit in the car park. So why they couldn't have taken this mobile unit to the local supermarkets, I don't know, because most of the supermarkets, the car parks are empty most of the time, especially at the far end, where you'd have to walk quite a distance to go to the shop. Anyway, but anyway, I've had it done now. Next thing I've got to do is Friday. I'll go for a redressing of my toe again, and we'll see what they say there. It's a shame I don't get to see the same nurse, because if I did, then she could see the progress or tell me the progress. But I forgot to ask for a photograph to be taken, so I can see what it looks like. I can't bend down and have a look at my foot. I can't bend down that far to see my foot. Sarah took the photograph last time, so the next time, if Sarah has to do the... Oh, sorry, I'm going to yawn. Tired. So next time I have the dressing done at home or at the medical place, I'll get them to take a photo on my phone, and I can see if it's getting any better. It's stupid, I know. Fancy burning your foot. It's not something I wanted to do. It's going to affect my... because I'll be maybe fit to go back when I'm off, and of course I can't join a ship when it's at sea, and I wouldn't really want to do that anyway. So it's a bit hit and miss. It's really going to spoil my holiday, really, if I lose loads of time, being off sick. Although I've got the sick note, so I won't lose any time. I just won't gain any more leave. So, which will be a bugger. And it's not something I wanted to do. It really is not something. Anyway, so, like I say, on Friday, I'm going to have a look at my hands. These tendons that run up there, these are very tight. And I've looked at carpal tunnel, and that's nothing to do with what's going on here. This is something else with the tendon. I did read what it was, but I've forgotten. Brains sieve at the moment. Yes. Oh, yes, and I forgot to say, the most exciting thing that happened this week was having a dishwasher. Yeah, our dishwasher packed up before the weekend. So I managed to get in quick and ordered one, and it was delivered Monday. But they only took the package out and took the old one away. They wouldn't take the old one out or install it. That would have cost extra. So I installed it myself. And of course, with the new kitchen, the bit under the sink where all the pipe work is, blimey, that was a tight squeeze. I wouldn't want to do that again. Luckily, I was kneeling down, so I wasn't really putting any pressure on my toe. But I did manage to get into the cupboard and well, I had to get Sarah in there really because I couldn't, because the builders had done the pipe work up so tight. I couldn't physically do it with a hand, one spanner holding the thing still, and a hand to undo the plastic water connection. I couldn't physically do it. Sarah got in there. She managed to crack it a quarter of a turn, which was enough to allow me to get in there and do it one-handed. And then we found 2 leaks. Yeah, these leaks have been running for about a year and a half under the sink, which explains why one of the tiles is coming up. Yeah, not happy about that. So anyway, that was a big job to fix these leaks. Luckily, I had a washer, a rubber washer, which I fitted, and that stopped the leak. No more leaks, so I'm happy about that. And the dishwasher turned up on Monday, and refitting it once all the leaks had been fixed was a piece of cake. It was just a matter of feeding the pipes back in. I fitted string. When I took the plug out, the original plug, I put a piece of string so I could feed it back when I needed to. Same with the drain hose and the water supply hose. I carefully tied a piece of string to each of those, and as I pulled them out, the string came with it, so I then tied the string back onto the new pipe and pulled it through. Brilliant job. It literally took 15 minutes to fit the dishwasher. Absolutely fantastic. And of course it now works like it should do. Yeah, it was funny thing really. The water pump wasn't working, wasn't pumping any water out, or no water was going in for the pump to pump out. And I don't know how long that had been going on for, but the last time I used it was, I think it was on the Saturday. Used it on the Saturday, and it was working fine. Come Saturday evening to run it a second, no, won't go. So I looked up all the codes, error codes, and I thought, well, if it's both of these jobs, it's probably cost me more in spares and the hassle getting in and out than it would do just to buy a new dishwasher. So I plumbed for the new dishwasher. It's exactly the same as the old one, so I knew it would fit. This is a Series 4 instead of a Series 2, so it is a bit newer, give you that. But yeah, it does the same. So nothing we can do there. And of course, you know why you put salt in a dishwasher, don't you? It's a softening agent, really. Inside your dishwasher, you have these ion exchange resins. That's right. It takes the hardness salt out of the water and stores it in this hardness reducing resin. And then when you put the salt in, the salt flushes out the hardness part that's been attached to the resin and allows you to then recycle the water softener. It's a brilliant thing. I used to use it on my fish tank when I was softening the water for my I used to keep cichlids at home, some of these soft water cichlids. Absolutely brilliant. They last forever, and boy do they bring out all the hardness salts from your water. So but we do have, where we live in Hull, we got very, very hard water, so I've had to program it to do a lot more recycling of the resin in there. Anyway, rambled on for over 8 minutes. I'm not sure what else is going to happen. Sarah's got a day off tomorrow, Thursday, but she's got to go for an eye exam in town, retinal screening, pain in the ass. I don't know why they build these things, these medical places, right in the middle of town. Yes, I know it's convenient if people are sick in town, but for everybody else, trying to get to these places that live out of town, it's a complete and utter pain in the name. Yeah, I know, you've got to find parking, and then you can't find parking, so you get there, so you go to the next car park, and that's full, so you then try and find another parking space, and by this time you're thinking, oh my God, I've got 5 minutes to get to my appointment, and of course when you do get there, you've got to sit and wait for 10 minutes anyway. Hospitals. I've had enough of them for this week. Well, yeah, in myself, I'm beginning to feel a bit better. Like I say, I've taken a week to recover, really. I've spent most of last week with my feet in the air, trying to get the swelling down in my leg and my toe, and things are getting better. I'm coming to the end of my antibiotics, so that'll be a relief. I've got some I've got some gut-friendly yogurt to try and help re-establish the gut bacteria after this massive dose of antibiotics. And of course, being in a hospital really did take it out of me. Really did. I came out on the I think it was the 15th, and now we're 2nd or 3rd. It's the 4th of February now. So we're getting on for a good 20 odd days, really. That after coming out of hospital, that I'm beginning to feel right again. You know, physically right. I was absolutely physically drained for those 5 days that I was there, and having the angiogram, that took it out of me as well a bit, I think. I wasn't expecting to be pulled around so much. Yeah, and I don't know what they did, but the last week I've been getting tightness across my chest and being out of breath slightly. Doing the dishwasher, I found I was getting out of breath quite easily. You know, that's something that I've never suffered with. It's not, you know, I do have asthma. Yeah, I do have, but it's not like that was. I felt weak and out of breath and wasn't happy. But this week I seem to be a bit better. Like I say, I've been out into town. I walked down to the treatment place. Bit of fresh air. Yeah, not like you can get much fresh air in town, but you know what I mean. Just getting out and seeing a bit of the world. I was getting a bit of cabin fever, if you know what I mean. We're just sitting in home doing nothing all day long, every day. For 3 weeks really. I really wish I was going back to work. I really do. This really ain't something I want to do. Have so much time off work. Not what I wanted. You know, if there's an issue with my back, I wanted to use that time that I could have off sick on my back. But no, it's not to happen. Anyway, so rambled on for 12 minutes. Bit of a blog on a Wednesday. I hope you're all well. Thanks for the good wishes, and I'll see you all on the next one.